back to Artistry Unplugged. I'm your host, Denise Michelle, where creativity takes off its max, where artists reveal their true colors. Today, it's going to be a little different. We're doing behind the scenes conversations. Today, we're reflecting on our 2025 episode, the pros, the cons, what worked and what didn't work, and what we could have done better. There'll be no filters, no ego, just honesty and growth. So get comfy, chill with us, sip a little something, something, and let's talk about the journey. Sitting here with me today is the man who sees everything from behind the lens. My cameraman, my partner in chaos and calm, DJ LD. All right. We're supposed to get into it.
Right.
Oh my goodness. How's it feel to be on the other side?
Well, y'all, it feels a little weird, being over here on this side of the camera, but I'm trying to get used to it. And it seems it might grow on me, but it's a little weird, y'all.
It's all right. This past year, what was your favorite episode that you really enjoyed?
I don't know. I guess if you want to just get right down to it, it was probably Evan Roy Harris.
Okay, that's season 2, episode 5.
Yeah. Season 2, episode 5.
Mm-hmm.
He kept me in stitches throughout the whole. I really enjoyed that.
Oh my goodness, he was funny though.
Mm-hmm.
He was very engaging, and I enjoyed him as well. He was personable.
Yes.
And he brought the humor in, and he wasn't even a comedian, but he was funny. He was, and people enjoyed him. I could tell by the views and the likes and everything that people really took to him. That was pretty cool. My favorite episode was Miss Tanya Ross.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of she was there for me too. But like I said, it was just it was really a informative, and it was really a touching and a close knit episode, for me as well, because she really touched base with me. She really hit home. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Things that she touched on and everything. Kind of, it brought me out of what shell I was in, believe it or not.
Wow. And that probably resonated with a lot of people in that way.
I know it did.
That's what I'm saying. Like when guests come on, you just never know. They don't know who they may, touch. Their story may hit someone in different ways and stuff like that. So yeah, she was personable once again.
Mm-hmm.
She was open, down to earth. And for me, I felt like the past 20, 25 years, I think she was the most rawest.
Yes. As a matter of fact, she was just about the type of person that we were looking for as far as having a guest on the show, because we want all our guests to open up and just let us know everything.
Mm-hmm.
Don't hide nothing, don't sugarcoat nothing. We want to hear what y'all got. The raw, through the dirt, into mud, just whatever.
And I felt good about how she trusted me so that she could let go like that.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think we might have met. We were like conversating behind the scenes before we even recorded.
Mm-hmm.
I think like an hour, wasn't it? Or
yeah. It was about an hour, about an hour and 20, something like that.
Yeah, and I think that that helped open up for her and myself, really.
Y'all were best friends before we even before we even started rolling. Y'all became best friends.
I know. I really enjoyed her. And which episode was your favorite to film?
If I had to put my finger on one, it would be Mike Back.
Why is that?
Because of not only him being a great guest, he's also a cameraman too. He does a lot of the things that I do. So he engaged with me, and I learned a lot from him as well as filming him. So it was like a blessing, to even have him, in his presence and on the show.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was open to showing you things that you may not have known.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, he was the idea guest, really, because he brought a lot to the table.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
For you guys that don't remember Mike, he's the one, he has a podcast. He's an influencer podcast called The Hustle Reset.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. And you definitely will want to go over and check out what he's doing because he's always on the grind. For real. For real. One thing I think we did really well in 2025 was letting artists be more vulnerable.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it helped me as far as my engagement with guests, you know, because 24, we were just in a learning stage. I think I was more looser, you know, with all the guests, I think.
Yeah, we were.
And I made them more comfortable, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
I think that's important. And, you know, not rushing the stories and having genuine conversations and stuff like that.
That comes in for good content as far as being able to relax in what you're doing as far as as the guest relaxing. Because a lot of times, well, not a lot of times, all the time, people are coming in when they come in and be a guest on the show. Uh, you're just as nervous as they are, and they're just as nervous as you are. So
Exactly.
so it's a real good thing to get them to unwind, before they even get on the screen.
Yeah. That's why I think it's so important we have the icebreakers.
Yeah.
You know, and then we have the behind the scene conversation just to warm up to one another and everything and just fill each other out before we even start to record. I think that part is very important. I think we nailed it this year on that.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, like when we first started, we did do a lot of warming up and everything, but it didn't seem like it was long enough. And then once we started filming, there was still that nervousness was still there.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think you're gonna get it all out. I really don't think that all the nervous, because they say a lot of times, especially with singers and everything, they say you're gonna have, until you get old and gray, when you get on stage, you're gonna have those butterflies.
True.
So and if you don't, there's something wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So it's better to kind of keep a little bit of them whenever you start off.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. What do you think some of your struggles were as a cameraman being behind the lens?
Um, a lot of times, mostly with the audio and getting the lights and everything just right. Because sometimes you might get the lights right, and then soon when you film it and you go back and look, they're off. Or when you film it, you go back and you listen and the audio's off.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it's a lot to do, as well as what you do in the editing. It's a lot to do in the filming as well.
Yeah. It's not as easy as people may think. You just get behind the camera and just shoot something. You have to look at what angles and movement and I mean all that kind of stuff. Do you feel like a director came out of you this past season or this past year? I mean,
yes, I'm beginning to start being a little bit more stern as far as directing stuff goes. That way, as well as the host getting what she wants, the director needs to get what he wants as well. So try to make it equal out. You got to just, I got to be a little bit more engaged, whatever you want to say, in the filming and everything of it. I just need to be a lot more engaged, and by me doing that this year, learning more about how to set things up and everything, it seems like it's beginning to come up a lot more smooth.
Good.
Because it was really glitchy at first, and with good reason, because I'm new at it.
Right.
It's something I've never done before.
Yeah. Either one of us have, really.
Yeah.
So we're growing at the same time and learning at the same time. Like, which episode do you feel was like the most humorous?
I don't know.
Well, you did mention Evan Roy Harris earlier. So you think he was probably doing that?
Just like I said before, that man kept being stitches. And I was whenever when we stopped rolling, I was ready to keep rolling. Yeah. I wanted to keep rolling because the more he talked, the more I was ready. I like funny people, and it really helped me out with whatever he got in there, and he was just down to earth and just saying his little thing, and he was saying something about drop it if it's hot, drop it like it's hot, picking it up when it's cold.
Cold. Yeah, yeah.
And I was liking that.
Yeah, he was funny. What do you think we nailed this year?
I think that we came more together as a team. We have had our ups and downs, and we have had our disagreements. But I think that the more we working together, it seems like it gets a lot more easier, regardless of whether we disagree or agree with certain things. Whenever the set is set, when those lights come on and it's lights, camera, action, we change. Yeah. And that goes for good, television or good podcasting. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it really helps. It's really, to me, we've come more together as a team. Mm-hmm. So. Yeah, I agree. Because like you said, our chemistry has grown. It has grew. Excuse me. Because I got more comfortable hosting. You got more comfortable being a camera person. So it was just all growth. And if you don't have any growth, then there's no need in doing it. Exactly. I'm real passionate. At first, it was something to help me to cope with certain things that I was dealing with at the time. But as it started, as we worked on it, and as things started changing, and as we started getting more guests, and we started going and doing more and more on the podcast, it became it's something cool. I really, really enjoyed. Mm-hmm. Do you like we all know, like we're sitting here discussing now, we know that it hasn't been all gravy. Nope. Audio acting up. I think we had some lighting issues. Yeah. We had one time when we had a father-son team on. What was their names? Do you remember? Oh gosh, I can't. We had a father-son team on one time, and that was in 24. That's right. Yeah, when we first started out. We were filming down in the first studio we had, down in the basement of a studio that we worked at, and we had a light on and didn't realize it. We went through the whole thing. We did the whole podcast. And then it was later on, whenever we was playing it back, it was like, whoa, it was so bad. It was so bright. And so out of touch. You couldn't even see their faces or nothing. Everything until you had to turn and you said, I'm going to try to see if I can do something about fixing it. And when I came to check on it the next day, you had put everything in black and white. I did. But it worked. It was because I said I can give it a rustic look. Yeah. Kind of go with their style, their rap or whatever. So I said, let me do a black and white and, maybe look like a graffiti type of background or something. Cause we had what was the backdrop? We had we had a black. No, it's a green. It was a green looking backdrop. Was it the green? It was green on one side and black on the other. We did start with the green. That's true. It was. But and I'm telling you, come to thinking about it, when we were doing that, when you done that black and white, what would have even made it even better if you would have did how the old films had that little scraggly stuff going down the film. Yeah. If you would have put that in, it would have been. Yeah. I thought about doing something like that too. I should have ran with that. That would have been it. It would have looked just like an old 1940s film. Mm-hmm. And because we never had two guests on at one time, we had the little love seat couch in there, and then we had the two chairs, the host chair, and then the other guest chair. And then we put the what was that? We was working with a PA system, and what you would have in a church. Yeah, we didn't know. We did not know. And then we had on the love seat, we had that cover, some kind of love seat cover thing, because we didn't want to show the couch. Stay on. No, it was just kept coming loose. Every time they would get up and do they perform or do something,
And I was like, oh boy, it was looking rough, man. It was really, really bad.
Well, we wasn't editing that much then, was
No, I wasn't really into it like that
see,
yet.
because if we would have, we could have. If you would have been editing, if you would have been the editor that you are now, you would have been able to. When every time they got up and the cover messed up, you could have set it back and it looked just like the cover was never messed up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Dang. You live and you learn, but that's
Yep.
just one of our experiences, man. That was the roughest. I think that was the roughest one because the backdrop, I think it was hanging. It wasn't ironed. It was just kind of.
No, it was just hanging all over.
It wasn't
everywhere.
tapped up or nothing. Oh my God.
It was some kind of wind blowing from behind it. I don't know why, but it was some kind of wind blowing from behind it. Every once in a while, it would pop up.
Yeah.
Like, what the world?
I know. But this past year though, we had some noise issues because the stuff that was on the outside was coming on in the inside. So it was picking up. And we didn't have the correct system to edit all that stuff out. So we have to stop in the middle of recording and let this pass like it was a
you hear dogs yelling.
Yeah, fire alarm, whatever. Not a fire alarm. It's crazy stuff,
People
man.
yelling.
Yep. And it was
music
playing. Yep. Music. We was like, and you ask them, what is that music coming from?
And it seemed like start playing until we started recording.
I know. It's like they just knew we was recording. I was like, oh my God, here we go. That's crazy. So we ran into some glitches, We ran into some glitches. So that's really considered unexpected background noises and stuff like that. And then I have a dog. I don't know. Y'all know. Her name is Scarlett, and I introduced her to y'all way back when. I think I have. And so she be in the studio too sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And she's kind of spoiled. So she kind of makes little noises and all kind of stuff. So we have to stop. Guests will tell we've stopped in the middle or whatever just to pamper her to make sure she's okay. But we got a remedy for that now.
Yeah, we finally decided that we would take her to a sitter.
Yes. Just for an hour or whatever.
So while we're doing the podcast, she's at a sitter.
Mm-hmm. Yep. From your side, camera lighting setup, what was the biggest struggle?
Audio.
Yeah.
Because it would sound okay in the phones or headphones, but then when we play it back and it was time for the editing part, it was sounding all out of touch.
Yeah.
Sound like he was singing, sound like he was talking in a tin can or something.
Not a tin can. Okay, let's talk growth. What do you think we could have done better?
Stay more focused. I don't know.
What?
Well, I mean, because this is I'm being true for y'all. Check this out. Now, where we were working through, it was rough, but we made it work. But as far as growth is concerned, a lot of times we didn't really know what we had, and as we were getting better and better at what we were doing, we needed to acknowledge that more. And that would have been a better growth, for us to acknowledge that, okay, we are doing better. Things are getting better. Even though that where we were shooting was not ideal, our content was getting better. Mm-hmm. Our guests were beginning to be better. The people that were watching there was more people watching, you know what I'm saying? But I guess we wasn't really realizing that we were climbing the ladder. We thought we were still standing at the bottom. We actually climbed.
Yeah.
We were climbing the ladder. So,
yeah. Because a lot of times when we talk to people, I run into somebody or another fellow podcaster or whatever, and they'd be like, yeah, I remember I went back and saw your other videos and look where you guys are now and just, stuff like that. So that make you feel kind of good knowing that you're going in the right direction.
Yep.
Because when it's like the blind leading the blind. This is the first time either one of us has ever done this.
And it's kind of like, you go through drive-thrus every once in a while and they say, hey, you're the dude on, don't y'all have a podcast? Don't you have a podcast? And stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So at least that lets me know that we're growing.
Yes. What do you think we could do better? I know for myself, as being on the host side of the thing, I know I could be a little bit more I want to be more engaged with the viewers. That's something I need to work on. I need to hear more from them. I need to be more personable with them, or I guess so they can get to know who I am, maybe, because I feel like we don't get enough of that engagement from the viewers. I'm not saying that we get the views, people are watching, but there's no engagement. So yeah, that's one of the things I want to work on. I don't know how to do it. So I'm gonna be tapping into that this year and trying to figure out what I can do differently in. And hopefully if you guys have any ideas, share them with me. Comment, you know, throw comments out there. If you what would you like to see different for Artistry Unplugged in the year 2026?
Yeah, you took the words out of my mouth when I was going to say what you just did. Mm-hmm. That's what we got to work on land. That way, you know, that once you engage more with the audience will going to engage more with us, and they'll start giving their comments on what they want. They'll even tell us what type of shows they're looking for. They might be looking for in the future.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So that's gonna help us.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Because I know we've had what, rappers, singers, movie directors, poets. Yes, comics, poets, yeah. So this year we're leaning toward more of the art side, as far as what pen and ink and acrylic and sculpting and body art and just different things of that nature. So we can bring more of a twist to the game, because
that's what we're about.
We're just about art. Period.
We're about it, art. Period.
Yeah, we don't want to be a one top show.
We want you to all to know that we're all of the all of the above.
Yes, yes. So, and again, I want to stress this so much. Like, I know I've been told, do some videos with yourself, maybe showing yourself shopping or doing something, whatever you guys want to see as far as getting to know me as a host, as Denise Michelle, so that I can be more personal with you guys. So I'm want to do differently is being more follow up on the questions that I ask, kind of dig more deeper and learn a little bit more how to bring that out of the guest, because I know where I want to go with it from point A to point B. So I'm going to be learning on how to bring that out to get to that point where I want to be at.
And on my side is we're gonna be a lot on location and stuff.
Yes, that's right.
We're gonna be going everywhere that we can think of. Yes, I don't care if it's like the Bahamas or wherever. We're gonna be everywhere. We're gonna be everywhere. So that's gonna make it a lot more interesting, and and lead to a lot better content, a lot better stuff for y'all to look at.
Right. I think once we get outside the walls more. Yeah. And
this is
mix
fine.
Mingle,
But we need to get out, and that's going to help us engage more with y'all as well.
That's right. Because here in Winston-Salem, we have a lot. This is like the art district. Yes. So it's a lot that goes on. So we got to just jump out there and let people know we're here. And you guys tell us what kind of guests you want, you like to see on the show. Because it's not about us. It's really about
y'all.
It's about you guys. Mm-hmm. So yeah. So that's my idea 2026 coming in. It has been a journey. It's been fun. There's been some ups and some downs, but like we said, it hasn't always been smooth sailing.
Three Stooges type stuff, y'all.
Yes.
It's been real, but I'm ready to leave 2025 behind and work on some pieces.
For real. And then so even with the studio, with the set, so there's another fellow cameraman. He was like, yeah, those black, why do you guys got the black curtains up? And, from a cameraman aspect, he was like, whites, and when you say white and tan, and it's more of a better background. So that's why we switched those curtains out, in case you guys were wondering. But when I go back, I feel like I'm washed out. Look, washed out.
So that's another way for
I'm blending in with the curtains, honey. No, yeah.
Let us know what you might like. Yeah. Let us know what you might like. Yeah. We'll try. Even if it don't work.
Right. Right. That's right. We even upgraded our system. You want to tell them about that? About our
Yeah, we upgraded to a new program and everything, and I don't know if I should mention that on here, but we did upgrade to a new program, and it seems to be working well for us right now. But we're still going to be climbing the ladder. We're not being satisfied with this. We want it better.
Mm-hmm. We got new mics.
Yes.
And you see, we got our
got our logos on
yep,
there.
on the yep. We got our signage because we hadn't had that for a whole
Yep. Yep.
year. We had nothing. We had nothing.
Nothing.
So yeah. So it's just we're learning as we go, and hopefully you guys are enjoying the content. You know, and if you have any ideas again for the set, just let us know.
Let us know.
Mm-hmm.
Let us know.
Because we all for it. We'll try anything. For real. We took them curtains right down. But now I'm looking and I'm like,
put them back.
Looking back. I want to put them back. I'm like, oh, heck no. Back to the now. So yeah, we're going to put the black ones back up there. We might keep those up because the light come in. We might put the black back up there. But if you guys like this, hey, we'll keep it up.
That's right.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you want to say about leveling up for 2026 as far as your perspective? Is that
hold on with both hands. We're gonna hold on with both hands. We're gonna keep climbing. We're gonna do our thing. We're gonna make this what we want to put Winston-Salem and the North Carolina area in and on the map. And we want to do that. Let y'all know that that this place is a good place to be.
Mm-hmm. It really is. It really is. So if you're interested in, or yourself or someone that you may know have an art, a talent that you would like to come on the show, just email us at artistryunplugged@yahoo.com. Again, that's artistryunplugged@yahoo.com. I don't care if you're in Timbuktu, because I have a guest that's coming on this, I think it's in February, Louisiana, I think it is. Yep. So, yeah, we're still going to do a virtual with him.
Virtual too? Now,
yeah. Yeah.
We cover all bases.
Yeah. So just letting you know. And we are welcoming guests. So put your bio in there, a link to your art and stuff like that, and we'll hit you up and everything, get you on. So yeah, I want to do more deeper conversations about the creative aspect of it. So we could just get more deeper like that. I just want to, let's get raw, unfiltered type stuff. More community involvement, live shows like you said, or pop-ups. That'd be fun. Mm-hmm. What are you most excited to improve or try
better equipment
this year? Rather
better equipment and better location. Okay. Other than this is like I said, y'all, this is fine. I like it, but we want to get out. So that's what I'm looking forward to, especially with the new equipment and everything that we're going to be getting. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yes, yes, because we are getting some new. Someone actually follows us, and they're donating some stuff to us, because I think they see you trying to build and see what you're doing, your creative process. People will try to help you along the way. So that's kind of cool. Thank you for rocking with us for 2025 and bringing in the new year with us through the imperfections, through all the boggles,
the glitches.
Y'all have been hanging tight. We appreciate you guys. We're out. Thanks for watching.